Guys, hello and welcome to the House of Crypto, the first place to come for the most realistic and up-to-date news on the crypto markets. Guys, if you're not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so to be kept up to date with the latest happening in the market. So today we're going to focus mainly on Ethereum. Obviously, a couple of days ago we saw Bitcoin tank after a bit of what can only be described as perhaps fake news by BitMEX, which saw the cryptocurrency tank more than 10% in sort of half a day. Obviously, as you know, Bitcoin always leads the chase, and you have a number of other cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum, that will tend to be dragged along with it. However, that said, Bitcoin has been performing very well up to maybe a couple of weeks ago, with Ethereum sort of stealing a bit of wind out of the sails from Bitcoin. So let's jump into the 4-hour chart, which you see in front of me here. Guys, so before we remember we were tracking this rising wedge pattern, a bit sort of concerned about what was going to happen, and we saw it break down. Now we put in a prediction that it would probably come down to around the 200 EMA, and almost probably a couple of percent, 1% off coming down there. So we're pretty happy with that. This showed a great deal of buyer intent. We hear like Grayscale have been buying billions and billions of dollars into both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So there's a good deal of buying pressure, which is looking really great for the bulls at the moment. Okay, not saying that potentially couldn't go down, but at the moment we're looking really strong, really bullish. So we're going to have a price prediction coming up later on in the video when we think about all the news that we're getting. So as we see, I've sort of started to notice this upper trend line. So what was a bit concerning is this upper trend line started to look like a double top. If we kind of switched over to the daily chart here, it started to look like we put in a double top, albeit with a higher high, which is obviously a bit more bullish. But gladly we've sort of come back up, and instead of breaking down through this neckline, which would be probably on the yellow line, we've kind of rebounded, which is much better to see. So switching back to the 4 hours, so the yellow line obviously has been a line of support, significant support of these 1, 2, 3 hits. And then we've got the green line, which is, although not such a secure line of support, has also been offering support with multiple hits here, struggling to break through, and again more recently happening here. Now what we've seen is it's coming up to this sort of equilibrium line here, and what we could see in the next sort of few hours / couple of days is it could either perhaps come down and retest this green line, perhaps even drop down towards this yellow line. Now traditionally this sort of pattern is what's called a flag or bear flag, but often we see these with bearish action coming down in. However, the market trend is leading us towards the top, and the trend is your friend until the end, so we stick with that. And so I'm pretty positive about what's happening here. So in terms of looking at buying opportunities, where we might sort of see a potential opportunity to buy is be watching as it comes down. If we can maintain support around this yellow line level, or perhaps even the green level, this would be a good opportunity for buyers to perhaps buy. Obviously not financial advice, go away and do your own research. This is just sort of the way I see things and the sort of information that I'm taking away from the charts. So in terms of what we could see, if it's going to come down and retest and we're going to get a strong bounce up, what we're then looking for is it to come back up and retest. And obviously because of this trend line and the way it's increasing, we're going to be looking to push up to one of the higher levels here. So I've still got this pink line in because I still think that it might be providing a bit of support, and obviously in this case it's going to be providing resistance. So we could see maybe a bounce off before coming back. But I think what we're going to see is probably a retest again here before it sort of jets up again. Okay, so what we could potentially see, either it's going to retest now, or we could see it continue to the upside before retesting again and shooting up or shooting down. But yeah, let's see where that goes. Now, something else is looking really, really positive for the Ethereum front. If we jump over to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart here. Now, I've drawn this green line, which has obviously been a significant line. In fact, it can almost come down to the second point here. Has been a significant line of support for a long period of time now. And we've seen about 3 or 4 days ago, possibly a little bit more, we saw a big change, big swing in the market with this huge double bottom put in, and we saw Ethereum shooting out, taking the wind out of the sails of Bitcoin. Yeah, so this is really bullish news for Ethereum. We broke out of this triangle pattern as predicted, around the sort of 65% of the way through mark, came up, retested this line of support here, made it into, previous line of resistance, made it into support, bounced higher, and then we continue to follow up this trend. So if this continues, guys, it's looking really positive for Ethereum. So what's basically happening, you know, a lot of people have been sort of threatening in the last few days. A lot of people have been shaken out and a lot of people have been panicking, but guys, are looking really, really strong. So at the moment, we've got a price of, what, $1,200. Guys, it's looking very likely that we're going to be pushing towards 1,500 in perhaps the next couple of days. Maybe if it plays out more, we might be looking to take it a little bit longer than that. But guys, it's looking likely that it's going to be coming soon. And then once, you know, if we can break out of this line, then, you know, this is bordering on getting to all-time highs. And remember when Bitcoin hit its all-time high back in December of 20K? It shot up to 40K, and we saw that position double very quickly. So at the moment we're looking at around 1,200. If it hits 1,500, then we're going to be looking to push. Say it follows the same trend as Bitcoin and doubles. We're looking, you know, around $3,000 Ethereum, possibly even higher. So you're looking for that 300% increase. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you agree with what you've been seeing, let me know how you've been getting on with your trading. If you've been making some good wins, always pleased to hear. Obviously, just another disclaimer: make sure you're doing your own research. Always, you know, take what everyone says with a little pinch of salt. You know, there's many people out there preaching what's going on. So make sure you're doing your own research and keeping yourself safe, and never putting down more money than you can afford to lose. Okay, just money you're happy with losing, perhaps, or, you know, not happy with losing, but all right with losing. Guys, please like and subscribe to this video. It really helps me with being able to bring more content like this to you. Hope you have a great day. Thank you very much, and goodbye.